Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to AFC Bournemouth Analysis. I'm here for the premiere of the -17 premiere, as I just said, about Bournemouth's incredible escape from the drop in the 2009 season. I'm at the Odeon, which I will try and show you now. No, I can't. But anyway, I'm just about to go in and see it. I'll let you know my thoughts on the journey back. But yes, I've got my ticket and I'm ready to go. So yes, I'm back from the film, and as you can tell I'm on a bus, so I apologise for any sound quality issues. Obviously the shaking of the camera, it can't be helped. But yeah, basically my thoughts about the film are positive. Obviously the club built it up to a massive degree, disappointing some people obviously because they thought there was going to be an announcement at the stadium, but in the end it was a documentary, an hour and a half one, but they were kind enough to invite a select few fans of that who were season tickets of that season, 2009-2010. We had a 17-point deduction. Unfortunately, I was one of those ones picked. Everybody got a goodie bag. I say goodie bag, but it was a signed poster of the event, which is quite nice. It's signed by Steve Fletcher. I suppose he has to do something for his wage. He chose Fletch. But yeah, so that was a nice thing to see on every seat. There were very few seats that weren't taken, which was also good. A large amount of the squad from that season turned up. One player from the current squad, Steve Cook, so that was nice to see as well. Shame not more turned up, but you know, current footballers, I suppose you're not going to get when you're watching a documentary about an League 2 side. But yeah, so in terms of the documentary format, it's an hour and a half, as I mentioned, and it starts in February 2008, the season before the -17 season, where we were handed a 10-point deduction. We unfortunately got relegated that season from League 1. We had to stay up in League 2, starting at -17. Yeah, and it's basically about how we changed managers twice. We got rid of Kevin Bond after just 4 games, and then we got rid of Jimmy Quinn after the next 24, after his style of football just wasn't working. And we brought in somebody called Eddie Howe, who managed to, spoiler alert, turn us around and keep us up. There's lots of contributions for all different people in the club. It's all it's well paced. It's really there's some good good slow-mo motions. There's moments, and yeah, there's some good piece of footage that I haven't seen for years. Like there's a scene from the Carlisle away game that I was at, by the way. At the end of the season, we got relegated from League 1. Darren Ants applauding the fans. I've never seen that clip before. And yeah, it was really good to see the goals on the big screen. Yeah, if I have any criticism, it's that it's a very Bournemouth fan documentary. I couldn't see this documentary appealing to a large amount of people who aren't Bournemouth fans. But sorry, Stephen just stabilising that. So that's my biggest criticism, is that I think there's not enough viewpoints from outside the club. It's all very much an insular thing, which obviously is to be expected because it's created by the club within their media department. But yeah, but overall, technically, it's very good. There's a few things I spotted, audio, hiss, stuff like that, but it was very minor. Yeah, the visuals were good, the graphics were good. The footage used was obviously they got the best possible quality they could. There's a good amount of interviewees. Mark Mosley is, you know, clearly a very cheeky chappy from London, and he's very amusing. Steve Hard is also our physio, and was our physio back then. I didn't realise that. I thought he came in a bit later, but he has some great stories, and he has a really good way of delivering them as well. Yeah, there's not many things I would change to what was filmed. I would maybe add a couple of other perspectives, perhaps. Maybe from an outside media department, but you do get that from like the local news, ITV, Elphiston, and so on. You get some news clippings, but I suppose it's such a story for League 2, you aren't going to get that many people's opinions on it beyond the club. So yeah, it's a really, if you're an AFC Bournemouth fan, you have to watch this documentary. It's an hour and a half, well spent. There's a lot, obviously you should know the story, but there's some interesting added bits. Spoilers, but like Darren, it's a bit more interesting to hear about Darren Anderton. Of course, you forget that he left just before Eddie Howe came in, and perhaps he could have played for us for a bit longer, because obviously he didn't like the way Jimmy Quinn played football. But yeah, so there's lots of interesting stuff like that. I won't spoil it because, you know, why would I? But yeah, it's well worth watching if you're a Bournemouth fan. and perhaps if you're interested in lower league football and survival stories, it's worth a look too. I think maybe a Netflix series, which some people thought this might be, is a bit too optimistic, but yeah, it's well worth watching if you're a fan. In terms of the actual event, the club it's really great that they put it on for the fans. They introduced all the players. I'll be showing clips from the event throughout this video. And yeah, it was just really nice to see it, and just to watch the experience in a cinema was amazing. It was the biggest screen there, screen 10, over 300 seats, and the way people applauded the big goals, and just stood up at the end and applauded all the former players that were all sat behind us. It was a really lovely moment, and yeah, it was a really good night. So I want to thank the club for putting it on and obviously getting a ticket. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really had to say about it. But yeah, well worth watching on AFCB TV if you get the chance. But yeah, do follow AFCB Analysis on Twitter and Facebook. The URL's in this video description, and a link to AFCB TV as well, because why not? But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and other cherries in all departments.